If you're a driven, active person who wants to reach and pursue a higher quality life with some ambition, then guess what? This podcast is for you. This is the Driven Athlete Podcast. I'm super passionate about this particular thought topic because I was an athlete, right? I lettered in 4 sports in high school. I played football, basketball, baseball, and volleyball. My senior year of high school, I decided not to play baseball and I played volleyball instead. And I remember that tryouts, the coach was like, yo, if you let me work with you, I never played I played volleyball earlier, like in middle school, so I had a little bit of the basics, but I didn't play at all up until my senior year in high school. And I was just like tall and I had some athleticism, right, apparently. But the coach was like, hey, if you let me work with you, I'm going to get you a D1 scholarship in volleyball at tryouts. And I was like, let's go. Let's get it, right? So then at college, I played 2 sports. I played football and I played men's volleyball, right? He actually got me that D1 scholarship in volleyball. So football, we were Division II, and then men's volleyball is not really like super popular compared to like baseball, volleyball, like the women's volleyball as an example, football, basketball, whatever. So it's not, you're either D1 or you're D3 or NAIA, but men's volleyball was Division I. So the school that I went to was dual affiliated. It was a small school. So I got the opportunity to play 2 sports in college. So I went through a lot, right? Put my body through a lot. I was a tight end and receiver in football, and then I was a middle hitter in volleyball. And of course, you get banged up, right? You get nicked up, you get banged up. And the main focus of this that I wanted to bring up is being through all that stuff. I'm passionate about what I do now and helping athletes and active people because there were things that were lingering for me that I battled, that I just powered through, that I didn't think there was a solution for, that I didn't get any answers. And I didn't know what, WTF, like, why is this always hurting? What do I do? Other than just like take a bunch of Advil and just power through or ice it afterwards, right? Some of the treatments and stuff that I do now, like, or the insights that I want to bring to the table to help people now, I really want to, we can make some changes, right? And have some solid solutions and solid answers. Like there is a solution. Things don't hurt for no reason. We can work on it and we can fix it. But with this, a big part of it is just managing day to day. As in, if you're an athletic individual and you're active, right? College athlete, pro athlete, high school athlete, an active weekend warrior, an active adult who likes to work out and exercise and stuff. Things come and go. Would you expect things to never come back and never come back again? Like never have any aches and pains and things get banged up? Like things happen. We're humans, we're imperfect, right? So would you expect things to never happen again? Of course. So things are going to come and go, right? So with that being said, it's just a matter of management. So let's think of the best in the world, pro athletes. Do you think LeBron James has never battled a pain issue ever? Of course he has. Do you think that day to day with his long schedule and practices and training and workouts, that things get flared up and things decrease and flare up? They come and they go, of course. All right. So with that being said, do you think that this person, this professional athlete, some days just needs to go 50% to manage it so that it don't just like light it up and make it worse, right? Because at some point we need to manage and we need to back it up a little bit, where I like to use the word modify. We just need to temporarily modify workouts, temporarily modify the intensity so that we're not just constantly lighting things up over and over and over again. Some days we need to back down the intensity and let things settle down, right? Waking up one day, it's like, I'm not 100%, my knee's bothering me. I still want to do stuff, but I don't have to go 100%. What I feel like is appropriate right now from what I'm doing, if I go more than 60% right now, I feel it. Well, then let's stay under 60% for today and then live to fight another day. And we can work on stuff in the meantime. So it's just management day to day, all right? Of course, pro athletes, they aren't 100% every day. They're still working on stuff, but today might be 80%, today might be 60%, today might be just like 20%. Today might just only be recovery and treatment day. So that the roller coaster of pain management is not massively drastic. As in like, I feel really great, crush it. And then I don't feel great, but I'm going to do it anyway. And it gets even worse, right? It's just management, right? So people are asking me consistently, when we're working on stuff, their shoulder pain, their back pain, their neck pain, knee pain, like whatever, when am I going to be 100%? Right? When can I go back to 100%? And then what things should I do and what things should I not do? And the suggestions I have with that is every day is a little bit different, and you have to listen to your body, where some days we might need to back up the intensity. You can still do stuff, just modify so that we don't just like light it up and flare it up and make it worse, but you're still doing things. And in the meantime, what if we worked on things that might improve the problem to begin with? That's where we come in, right? So we can improve the problem. But it's just a matter on your own. It's just a matter of daily management. If you feel it and it's making it worse, what do you think you should do? But back it up a little bit and modify. Live to fight another day. And then we're going to work on things together so that the improvement scale keeps rising in a positive direction, right? So that eventually the ultimate goal is to be able to be physically functional as long and as hard as possible, right? But going at 100% all the time isn't going to be the key. Where even pro athletes, like they come in and they have guys like me or girls like me, guys and girls like in my profession travel with them 24 hours a day. They're always working on stuff. So they're always doing it. Unfortunately, they have the unlimited time and resources to get that kind of treatment. So they're always working on stuff, right? So a little bit of expectations, and then also just intensity management day to day of what's appropriate. But I'm just passionate about it, where being a two-sport college athlete during that time, it sucks when you're hurt and you're watching your teammates do stuff and play and practice, and you're like, I want to be out there. And then your teammates and your colleagues are like, hey, when are you going to be back? Hey, when are you going to be good? Hey, are you going to practice today? Hey, when are you fine? Hey, what's going on? Are you ever going to come back? Coaches are saying the same thing. Hey, are you good? Are you good today? Hey, can you practice today? Hey, we need you. Can you do this? Hey, are we finally ready? Like, I want to be, but like things still are not feeling right? I can't go 100%. I don't feel right? It hurts. And I'm not functioning at my peak athletic level right now, right? And probably wouldn't be a good idea to just like power through and crush at the expense of making things super flared up, or I'm going to set myself back even further. Where in season, if you have a game that weekend, the goal is to get to the game, right? If you're a proven player and the coach knows that you're legit and you're not faking it, right? The goal is to manage during the week so you can get to the game. Like, do you think Julian, I remember specifically, I watched the 30 for 30 on Julian Edelman, or no, it was a Football Life. It was that show, A Football Life, on Julian Edelman, right? If you're not familiar, he's a wide receiver, a slot receiver for the New England Patriots, where he was an influential factor, but he with Tom Brady and multiple Super Bowls. But I remember watching it, and he was like, after a game, like we weren't able to like walk without super debilitating pain until like Thursday the next week. But at that point, he's a proven player, and the goal is to be able to get to Sunday. So they would recover and rest. They wouldn't crush stuff from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, they would start doing more intense things. Friday, they're feeling better. Saturday, they're good. And then Sunday, they're ready to play, right? So it wouldn't be wise to just get after it on Tuesday when you're banged up, right? And everyone's cool with that because they know that you're a proven player. You want to play. The goal is to get to the game, right? That's in season. So it might not be wise to just push through and crush things at the expense of making multiple steps backwards where you're not going to be good for the rest of the season. It's just day-to-day management, right? So expect things to come and go. But I was a two-sport athlete, and it was super frustrating. If you ever got banged up and like hurt or whatever, and people are asking, are you good? Can you play? Coaches, there's expectations, and you want to fulfill those expectations. It's hard, right? It's frustrating, totally. And instead of and what I did, I just powered through. I just took a bunch of Advil and just like powered through, right? It just made things worse, right? Until the end of the season when it's just like major recovery time. And that's no bueno. I don't advocate for that, right? But the bottom line is like there is a solution, and that's why I'm passionate about this stuff. Like I wish I knew this. I wish I had someone like me to work on me when I had my issues in college and high school too, where it would have been more light would have been shed on what the problem is, how to manage it, and then feeling better, taking purposeful action on how you can fix it, right? Because there is a solution. It just takes a little time on the right things. And part of that fact, part of all those golden BBs that add up to feeling better, it's 100 golden BBs that tip the scale and make things better. Part of that is management and just not effing it up all the time. right? And expecting there to be banged and nicked up. So that when it does happen, we're not like jumping off a cliff, like I'm never going to get better, right? Because things happen, right? But now that I know this stuff, I'm just super passionate about living vicariously through the athletes and active people that we work with, where we can get them better and work on that solution. That's just something I'm super passionate about. So if you have any issues, don't hesitate to reach out. If you have any questions, we're always open to answering questions, comments, questions, concerns, conflicting opinions, like whatever. But yeah, if you have any questions or issues that you want to talk about, the best way to reach us is probably our administrator email, which is team@athleterc.com, or our phone, which is 561-899-8725. So don't hesitate to reach out. We'll catch y'all next time.